Welcome back to Dampotropolis, or should I say the One at a Time series, where every episode we make a new build. Now, this series was on hiatus for like 2 weeks because of a different server that I was on, the CoCraft server, but as it turns out, that was actually the beta version of the server, and the real CoCraft Season 1 is a thing of the future, and so today I'm going to be uploading a One at a Time video. Now, this episode is actually inspired by one of you guys' suggestions. A water park, which is an amazing idea, and I know exactly where I'm going to do it because we've got a lot of space over here, and water parks, they really need to be very flat, and so I'm going to do it in this section over here. See, here we've got a bit of a color palette. I'm thinking the main paths are going to be like these blocks here, and then this is going to be the general flat area of the water park. I'm coming into this without major expectations of what this is going to look like, so I guess we just all gotta see how this goes. A lot of the times I like to work with terrain, like natural terrain in Minecraft, but a water park is a quite clearly man-made structure, and so that's gonna be very flat. Like, terraforming is gonna be super flat and stony. Have like a nice archway, I think, and then there should be like a wall going around the outside. Pretty basic, but now I have an understanding of where the paths can go. I've never built with raw iron before, so I don't actually know whether it's going to fit well with what I'm trying to make here. Just gotta hope that it does. I do not have enough time to finish all of this in one go, so I'm gonna come back later with fresh eyes and probably say that all of this looks really bad, but that's just the building process. And then the cobblestone goes in all of the other locations. I don't know how much space I need, so this is all like super rough, and I might even just make this one like a little market stall. That could be interesting. Okay, so I've got a few things in my hand. Now I'm thinking it can go from like a blue, and its like main hues are blue, but then in certain places it'll be a little faded out. And so I have some whites, and then the clay is like a bit of an intermediate light blue to white sort of thing. I've never done anything like this before, so we've got to see if it works. Also, I don't want it to be like super imposing. Maybe just make it 2 blocks tall. Just basing it off of the sheer size of this plot, I think this is going to be a long episode. There we go. I think this is the order. And the fact that the prismarine changes colors like slowly over time is a little weird and sometimes quite annoying, actually. And I could even put like some graffiti in some places, I guess. That could be interesting. Alright, well that actually, from a distance, that actually looks pretty good. Okay, how does this look? It looks a lot more realistic. The walls are a decent size. Oh yeah, I think birch is the way to go here. Alright, perfect. Just gives it a bit of like shape, you know, like a rounded shape to the entrances. I actually used this in the bar over there, the inn. And what blocks are slightly taller than a slab? You could even have like an animal as a mascot in there. There is a mushroom on top. However, I do have ideas, and that includes potentially a bit of redstone. My idea is to have some sort of arcade game over here, where you have to throw a snowball at a target block, and if you succeed, then you get a prize. I'm gonna try and make this random.
3 days later.
I'm pretty sure that I can literally just do a dropper and a hopper. So I do believe that this should work. Oh, so look, here I just have to place the droppers that have a singular 64 stackable item in and connect them to a hopper. That way... Oh, and these droppers actually have to be higher up. Now I think it should work, because when the redstone dust is passed into the hopper, which has 4 out of 5 chance, then it'll create a power of only, like, 1. And in some of them, I'm going to make it rarer. Okay, so this has a rarer chance. And this one I'm going to make a less rare chance. So now it should be working. Alright, and I know this is supposed to be a water park, but I wanted to put in, like, a little, you know, one of those arcade games. Yes, so this is actually, like, a pretty hard thing to do. But that's like those arcade things, they scam you. It even wiggles when you turn the game on. Wow, that's so cool. Okay. That's far too long spent on the arcade game. I think my theme is, bamboo. Okay, I've got strings up there for when they actually end up growing. Okay, I think the water's gonna start over on this side, and you just, like, go around on a little loop-de-loop sort of thing. And the entrance can be underneath the start over here. I think stairs up on this side, and honestly, slabs might even be better, because it's a smoother incline, and then the start of the water slide over here. It's supposed to follow, like, a pretty chill, not so steep slope here. And I've got to realize that there's going to be actual Minecraft water physics in here. Then you can just go around nice and slowly. Okay, this is very slow. It's like a lazy river type thing. Because it's made for kids, there's 2 exits, right? You can either go into the building, the short building for children, or out into the regular park for adults who are definitely totally taking this ride. So this is the entrance, and you can go up the stairs to the little balcony. This is definitely going to have to get a bit higher over here. But here, I think there's going to be a dunk tank. So this automatically pushes you out to the exit, so it's nice and safe. If you just shoot one, nothing happens. If you just shoot the other, nothing happens. You could use this as a challenge to shoot both at the same time, or it could be like a 2-person thing, right? Because, like, if you shoot both at the same time, theoretically it works. But then also, if you have 2 people shooting at the same time, then it would also work. We have just a bunch of randomly colored glass, and then that kind of looks goofy, so you can see the person up there, and you're like, haha, you look goofy. The park is almost done. We just need the main attraction, which is probably the biggest thing yet. I don't know if you've ever been to any of those water parks that have those big buckets that, like, dump water on you if you stand underneath it. I'm thinking we have a Minecraft house that you can go through, and I guess it'd be on the center, or somewhere. There'd be a Minecraft house somewhere. And somewhere there would also be one of those buckets that looks like it's tipping and pouring water. Of course, for the door, it's got to be a classic oak door, alright? The classic oak door. And because I'm a perfectionist, that's gotta, like, slope in. So it's supposed to, like, be quite clearly inspired from a regular Minecraft village house, but also be slightly different. Not only do I have to make it look circular, it's also gotta be tilted. What have I done? The entrance is going to be like that. And it's gonna go upwards at a diagonal. I think this has to come out a bit more. Okay. So with the grindstones, it looks like it's on an axle and there's no real danger of it unaliving people. That doesn't look bad. That looks like it's actually pouring water. I think there's only a few final features I need to add. Like water features just in this general area. And maybe something over here as well. It sort of looks like a bit of a water feature going on right there. You know, it's like it's spraying water. And then we can even put some more. You need to go. So, okay, picture this. You're walking into the little theme park, and you see this market stall. So they've got for sale just a bunch of little gimmicky stuff, and, you know, whatever. It is what it is. And then also on the side, you can see the kids-only area, which is, you know, ironically misspelled. I guess it's, I don't know, is that irony? Maybe it's irony. And then they have this little slow slide for the children. You can also go around and play at the functioning arcade. I cannot believe that I got this functioning. I mean, it doesn't give you your prizes automatically. You need the person behind the counter to give you your prizes. But this works. Alright. Now I just need to fix up this little area. And we even have a dunk tank. Okay, so I didn't really know what sort of graffiti tag might go on this wall. And so I stuck to things that I've seen in real life, which is where people write their graffiti artist names or whatever on the wall. And I was like, okay, well, what graffiti artist name would fit on this wall in Minecraft block letters? And so I stuck with Jut. It just says Jut, which technically is also a word for something that is like sticking out or prominent. What I'm gonna do, I think, is go around with some glow lichen and just make things look a little bit more like glow lighting can be a very good transition block in certain places, right? So like imagine that. See that kind of helps its transition a bit from the blue into the gray, I guess. I think it's done, which means after all of this time, it's time to cue the tour.